Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Masson alongside my co-host Matt Jarrett Show, and welcome to our Money in the Bank 2015 review. Now, see, when you come into this show, you expect expectations. Oh, Ambrose and Rollins will actually be good. Oh, Cena and Owens will actually have Owens result in winning, and Cena actually taking a loss for the first time in his career. But no, it doesn't happen because Cena's strictly a butthurt tyrant who just wants to run roughshod around this company and take out any upcoming star we have. There's Rusev, there's Wyatt, there's Barrett, there's everyone that you can possibly imagine getting taken out by this evil freaking tyrant John Cena, because no one can ever make a name for themselves when they run into him. Oh, the only thing you'll get out of John Cena is any sort of bit of exposure. But you know what? I'm not going to shit on the entire card tonight because the match is actually good, but the result wasn't. And if you want to even take the icing of the cake more, John Cena was able to walk after the pop-up powerbomb on the apron. He was able to walk, and then it made Owens look even more stupid after that. The Cena was able to walk after Owens to get the stretcher. So you know what? Cena, this may have been the worst review of the year. Not just beside that. Let's get real. The Money in the Bank ladder match sucked. The Divas match was actually good. Cena and Owens was actually good. The Tag Team Championship match no one cared about because they put it after Cena and Owens, where everybody was basically devastated after that. The Intercontinental Championship match sucked. Ambrose and Rollins, no legitimate build. I'm sorry, not no legitimate build. I can't even speak straight right now. Ambrose and Rollins, let's get real right now. Match to the expectation. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. They help me. Matt, how are you feeling over there?
Not good.
Did that, what I basically did there, explain this to you?
Exactly.
I mean, I just exerted the frustration. I don't know. There may be more to come tonight, but I just exerted the frustration. The best things about this show, for me at least, the women's match, the match that pissed everybody off tonight, and I mean, those are the best two matches, but the outcome to the match that pissed everybody off tonight, you know, we'll get to it when we get there. What, Matt, what the fuck happened? What?
I don't know.
What? Anybody watching? What the fuck happened?
This show had, people are saying 3 matches that can make it, and only one of those delivered, but it still has negativity to it. So,
Matt, please just take it away. Explain the first match to us because I need time to just.
oh my god! All right, so we open up with the Money in the Bank ladder match, and this is actually kind of weird. I'm happy he won. The guy we wanted to won it, but the match is terrible. There's no spots. I think the only spot was Roman Reigns powerbombing
Neville and Kingston.
But later in the night we got better power bombs than that. So I mean, that was it.
Bombs in a match with higher expectation.
Yeah, that match. That's all it had. Wyatt came out and cost Reigns the match, but it didn't feel big. It just felt like, oh, another feud. Wyatt will lose in it, and it just didn't feel right. Like, it felt cool when he interfered with Ambrose, but I don't know. When he came out, he didn't get a big reaction. Like, there was when it first went off, but people knew it was going to happen pretty much. So there's no shock value to it.
I mean, and this is going to be a story to this feud, because when Roman Reigns won 3 matches on Raw that one night, and oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Matt, I guess he had to go. But when Roman Reigns won those 3 matches on Raw, as I was going to explain, Matt will probably be back. But when Roman Reigns won those 3 matches on Raw, I guess they can play it off as Wyatt was going to be in the match and Roman stole the spotlight from him. That's what we can probably play it off as. Matt, you're back, right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to fix something.
Yeah, I was saying when Wyatt won the 3 matches on Raw, we can say not Wyatt. When Reigns won the 3 matches on Raw, we can say Wyatt can basically say his Money in the Bank spot was stolen from him, and the chance at the World Championship was stolen from him.
Yeah, but Wyatt doesn't fit saying that though. I mean, that his character doesn't seem like he would say that.
Yes, but then he can say a lot was robbed from him in his life, and Sister Abigail had once told him, "Don't let people take from you anymore. You take back what was rightfully yours."
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know.
Dude. It's just coming up on a spot. Like anything Wyatt does is unique. He'll probably 10 times top that.
No, I'm saying it's good, but that was good. That's really good what you did there. If you were to write the promo, it'd be good to watch on TV, but I don't know. Reigns is just probably going to beat him. I mean, just like they said, it wouldn't really, like, they don't really care about Wyatt really anymore, so this is just a build up Reigns, I guess, a bit, even though this guy he's fighting is one of the weakest on the rosters.
And thus far, we can say this much about Wyatt and everything that's going to be going on with him thus far. Wyatt can be explained as the category of what we're going to be doing on Wrestle Talk this weekend. A missed opportunity.
Absolutely.
That is what we can basically explain Bray Wyatt as, because, I mean, they're going to feed him to Roman. Is there any other way I can really say it?
No.
I mean, this man is going to be straight fodder for Roman Reigns to feast upon.
Wyatt might get a win over him once, but the feud's going to end with Roman on top.
Oh, yeah, this is what they're exactly going to do. So they're going to fight, right? And it's basically going to be, okay, so 5 weeks we have Battleground. Let me explain how this goes down. For 3 weeks, Bray Wyatt gets an advantage. No, 3 or 4 weeks, Bray Wyatt will get an advantage over Roman Reigns. For 2 weeks, Roman Reigns will get an advantage over Bray Wyatt. And then we're going to have the match at SummerSlam. That's what we're going to get to eventually. At Battleground. And then Bray Wyatt is going to win. And then we're going to have the match at SummerSlam, and Roman Reigns stands triumphant over Bray Wyatt.
Pretty much.
And then tell me this. What pay-per-view has more merit to it? SummerSlam or Battleground? And let me tell you this. I was at the inaugural Battleground pay-per-view, which sucked ass, by the way.
Battleground is just it's one of the lowest like pay-per-view. It's pretty much the lowest pay-per-view of the year for people.
It was the worst pay-per-view of the year last year.
I say TLC, but
I'm not even gonna. Okay, let me just sum this up in a couple words. Ambrose Rollins didn't happen. AJ and Paige was a huge one that was actually expected by many people to actually be big. And the Fatal 4 match, Cena ended up winning anyway.
Well, yeah, but that led up to him getting defeated to or whatever facing Lesnar pretty much. But
I know, but basically this just basically says this. It's a filler pay-per-view, and I don't know.
It's pretty much it would make a okay Raw.
That's sad to say that people would spend their money and that people get charged on their WWE Network bills for that. It blows my mind to a degree that people have to sit through that pay-per-view and knowing it's filler, and WWE still charges them $9.99 a month for that.
Yeah, just absolute.
I mean, and like this is for the smart fans, because the casual fans, they still see it as a credible pay-per-view. Like, oh, it's a pay-per-view. Cool, let's watch.
Yeah. But most people don't. Casual viewers don't watch Battleground, though.
You know what? I don't even know. At this point, I don't even care. It just basically comes to us saying Reigns and Wyatt is going to be at Battleground.
Match will probably suck.
Exactly, and Reigns will get screwed out of match number 1. There's no doubt in my mind that Wyatt's winning dirty.
Yeah, Harper and Rowan might return, and this might set it up probably there.
So the Wyatts return to take down Roman Reigns.
Something weird like that.
All right, well, the Wyatts return, they probably take out Roman. And after that, we go to, and I'm sorry if I sound at the least bit less enthusiastic. It's just hard to really do this right now. what was next here after this Money in the Bank match? Was it
The
oh,
Divas.
it was a women's match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was fun.
Yeah, this is a cool match.
Um, I hate to like, as I said, it was a cool match. I hate to like downgrade it on the Raw and say, oh, we saw some of this before, but even seeing it again, it was still a pretty cool match to watch. Nikki Bella versus Paige, and um, I hate to say this, like the story behind it was like a letdown. That Nikki said, not Nikki, that Paige said she had a way to combat what Nikki was doing with bringing the whole twin magic idea, but nothing really led to it tonight. I mean, like once again, cool match. It was fun. Some of the stuff that didn't match was fun. Seeing Nikki kick out of the Rampage was sweet. The twin magic thing was sweet. You know, when Paige had the false finish of a win, still made Paige look strong at the very end of it, and she gets hit with the rack attack out of nowhere and the forearm shit by Nikki. Which I'm just gonna say, dude, she like knocks the hell out of you with that. She
Yeah.
really, really does. Like it just infinitely speaks. I like, dude, she is stiff with that. You can't doubt that at all.
Yeah. I agree.
So I mean, I don't know, dude.
All right, this is the thing. All right, I like the failed attempt for the twin magic. I was waiting for that to happen. I was saying, watch, that's what's going to happen. Or what I thought at first was eventually I could see like Brie like doing it, but losing on purpose. If they ever want to pick that feud back up, which I won't be a fan of, but I thought that's maybe what was going to happen, but it didn't. But she did fail, and it was kind of cool at first. But then Nikki came back in the ring and she won. So in a way, it was they could have saved that spot for an actual storyline, but it's whatever. I'm happy that Nikki won. So yeah, that's it. Pretty much good match. Not that it was probably the best like result for a match, like at the end, other than maybe Sheamus and Money in the Bank. But those two are probably only good ending results, kind of. So yeah.
See, I agree with you, and thank you for bringing back up Money in the Bank because there's something I actually did forget to mention. If anyone was wondering how Neville came out in this, I guess like he hit a red arrow, and the thing with Neville is he did end up in the final two fighting with Sheamus at the top of the ladder, and just Sheamus overcame him. So that's where we're gonna stand with this. And at some point, yes, if we didn't mention, Sheamus did win, and he will be the future world champion. Just who knows at what point and what time, because they have a lot to get out of the way here with Rollins. Well, I guess Ambrose is out of the picture now, but with Rollins and Lesnar.
Yeah. But oh, and the red arrow was not off the ladder like everybody said and wanted. It was just a regular one. It still was good though.
Yeah, I guess. But Nikki Bella goes on to win with the rack attack and this Divas match, and I guess we move on. So
Big Show right back. I'll be fair. The worst thing in this match was The Miz. And I didn't think it was
come out for commentary, and dude, this was fucking stupid. You want to make us care about the IC championship? Why is on commentary out here? I mean, I understand like you don't trust Big Show right back inside of a ring, and Matt, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I really do apologize for that one, man. But,
I was saying what you were about to say, so it doesn't matter.
well, it was just stupid, dude. And I to a degree, like I see why you did it because like Miz does have a legitimate gripe. He was screwed out of a title shot, but don't come out to the ring and like try and ruin the match. And I mean, the match is already going to be bad itself. We seen what they were already doing, but
yeah,
this is probably the worst mid card thing of the night. Yeah, we can call it what happened other than that upper card, but this was pointless, dude. This is some bullshit you see on a Raw.
Yeah. The only thing I don't want to hate on is the match wasn't like your typical like slow big guy match. I mean, they were like when it started, they were just hard hitting kind of, which is a little interesting, but really it didn't matter at all. Like, and the match ends in DQ. So, I mean, Big Show, he got a couple spots. Ryback kicked out of the choke slam, and the Superman punched him, fell out of the ring, put him back in. And then Miz comes with, it was just, I don't know, it was dumb.
Let me get a couple of things across real quick here, Matt. See, I don't know if I've put this over enough across in my reviews, but when you see a match with big guy and big guy, I'm not a huge proponent of those matches. You know why?
Why?
Because in my opinion, it has to be two special big guys. Say you put a say you have like Kevin Owens. I hate to even go here right now, but he's a proponent of this. But Kevin Owens versus Luke Harper.
Those aren't big guys though. I mean, they're big,
I
but
mean,
they're
Luke
not
Harper's
like.
still a big guy, but he can fly around the ring and do all sorts of stuff that big guys
Yeah.
really do. All right, let me give you another example then. Who's another big guy example that they have on this roster? Okay, he's not like really doing anything yet, but have you seen Uhaa Nation before, right?
Yeah.
Not Kevin Owens, Uhaa Nation and a Luke Harper, something like that.
Yeah.
That is something to me that would be special to see because of what they can do, and like the two big guys, you know, who obviously they have big guy attributes to them, like the power and the strength, and you know, the ability to do things that other guys who are not their size can't, but they have that extra dynamic with the speed and agility, and those two can fly around.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, it just seems like sometimes, like, you know, I know they didn't put this over, but like WWE wants to, which big guy can move faster? It just seems like they not move faster. Like, let's just see how many big guys we can fit into the ring at once. Sometimes it just seems like they do that, and I'm not a fan.
I mean, I've seen big guy matches. Like, there's been good ones, but this one was not.
No, it wasn't, and it irritates me that WWE continues to do this, and they know how the like results of the match go. I mean, I hate to just go here and say this, but CM Punk was right, dude. Vince McMahon is going to make money despite himself. Whatever decision he makes, people are still going to dump their money into this product.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, but
I mean, like, let me. If my intro to this did not sell you enough, let me just go back and rewind to that for a second. We were so hyped for something tonight that was supposed to be so great. I mean, normally I don't come into WWE pay-per-view. Like, I've learned from my past mistakes, and I fell back into my old ways tonight. Normally, I don't go into WWE pay-per-views with like mega huge expectations. I'm going, oh my god, I'm so excited for this tonight. Like, I don't do that anymore because I've been let down so many times. Just come to, okay, I'm setting myself up for something that's going to be good. Like, this is what I used to, like, this is what I did last year. Like, last year, I desensitized myself to this after the horrible, after the horrible fall and winter of 2014. Normally just come in, okay, if it's good, awesome. If it's not, I expected that, or I came into this with no legitimate expectation.
yeah.
I mean, I think if you listen back to our Wrestle Talk yesterday, you'll hear four different people. I mean, like, we were so optimistic, Matt. I feel like WWE just, like, literally raped our eyeballs.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of respond to that. I was the same way. Around, like, last year, I wasn't too into, like, because I stopped around, let's see, when did I stop watching? I want to say 2010, and I came back a little bit, just every now and then, watched a Raw, and then I came back in about what year was it? 2013 when WrestleMania 20. Punk and Lesnar, that I watched. Well, that one I watched, but I also watched the Mania that year, and that literally tuned me out. And I think Lesnar and Punk was the only match I watched after that, but I didn't watch it live. I watched it like later on, kind of that year, on like YouTube or something. So, and I came back. So my expectations were low, but I came back around WrestleMania time, and it was actually a pretty good WrestleMania at 30. Even though a lot of the matches that happened, the guy who I wanted to win lost pretty much, but it was still a good pay-per-view. And the next couple ones were okay. They had really good matches, but then SummerSlam came around, and that one I had high expectations for, and SummerSlam, in my opinion, delivered like beyond pretty much. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views out of the last, I don't even know. It's been a long time, though. And I even had a bit expectations. They kind of went down around Night Champions. I'm like, you know what? Watch, though. Lesnar will beat John Cena, and everything will be fine. And that didn't happen. So that kind of made me say, all right, I can't have high expectations on these shows, really. And, yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. Or even ones you have low expectations for, end up being good. Like Hell in a Cell, I had like really low expectations for that. And in my opinion, is one of the best pay-per-views of last year.
You want low expectations, Matt? WrestleMania for me this year, I'm going it with like super low expectations, and I come out with a giant ass smile on my face.
Yeah, like that one. Same here. Almost every match was good. One of them especially that I was like the most hyped for, but I don't want to get too into that at the moment. But yeah, or like the Sting and Triple H match. I was actually had confidence in the match, but everybody else was kind of like saying, "Oh, this match will be the worst of the night." And even though Triple H won, I still thought it was a great match. What else is? I mean, the main event. I'm like, all right, this is gonna probably kill it for me. But Lesnar didn't lose, but he didn't win. I'm still mad Lesnar isn't champ, but it's whatever. So
That may change within the next couple months.
yeah.
So I mean, we're delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is what everyone's gonna want to hear. John Cena and Kevin Owens, Matt.
Yep.
Oh my freaking god!
This
Go ahead and calm down.
nearly. I was silent after this match again. I mean,
Dude.
I haven't been this pissed off since probably WrestleMania 29 when Cena beat The Rock. Well, actually, no, Night of Champions, but yeah, that was Night of Champions last year when Cena beat Lesnar. Even though, yeah, he didn't pin him, I don't care. I still thought that match was terrible. But this match, though, Cena did win, and he won clean. And everyone's gonna be defending it. There'll be your rants, but there'll be people that are saying, "Oh, it's not done yet." But what now? It doesn't matter if Owens even loses early now, especially on Wednesday.
You know what? I figured. I thought about this for a while while I was sitting here just in a depressed state while we were off the phone for a little while. There's only one way I can possibly see Owens even having a smidge of recovery.
What? Making what?
He has to come out on Raw tomorrow, answer the U.S. Open Challenge, and win. He considers the U.S. Championship means nothing, but he has to come out there and do it to make Cena, to affect Cena somehow.
I might watch Raw because of that. I might miss actually. I don't know about that because Stanley Cup final.
Look, hurt or not, doctor's orders or not, no matter what happened, even after the ending of the match tonight, Cena is going to go out there and try and defend his championship.
That's what's going to happen. Because then Cena's going to have an excuse to lead up to a match at probably SummerSlam. No, but Cena could be injured. What if Owens injures him, so he has to miss Battleground, but Cena will be back around SummerSlam time?
Do you really think this man's going to take a break? Do you know who this man is?
He's taken a break before, but, maybe he'll do something.
A kayfabe injury break. Do you really think he's going to do that?
Well, have him do what he did to – never mind. WWE ain't got the balls to do that. I'd say what he did to Sami Zayn the first time when he just beats him down that bad and there's no really ending, but Owens still wins, I guess. Or I guess the next one would end in DQ instead of this one. But I'm still pissed off. I'm not – so people are like, oh, well, so you don't have a big problem with it. But, oh, my gosh.
Dude, the way
I don't even want
to down. I mean, we can go over the match. I have no problem with that. My only problem – go ahead.
In-ring was better than last month's.
Oh, in-ring, they topped themselves. I'll give it to them. They have great chemistry together. I mean, Cena, I know this movie is a Canadian Destroyer, but even when Owens did save that spot, but even when Cena pulled out the P.D. Williams Canadian Destroyer spot, I popped for that. I'll give Cena his due. He had a lot of great stuff he did tonight.
Yeah.
Although I'll say this much, the springboard stunner needs to stop. That was horribly executed.
I thought Owens countered it. I didn't even realize it hit him.
You had to realize Owens, Cena missed it. Owens had to sell it like it hit him. Commentary even fucked that up.
Huh?
I said commentary even fucked that up.
Yeah, this is what I thought would happen. What I thought was going to happen, I even popped when he threw him. It looked like Owens threw him off almost. So I was thinking, yes, okay, now he's going to turn around, pop a powerbomb, and this asshole. Didn't happen. Cena just hits the AA. Then they show the replay. I didn't catch it. Then the third replay, I caught, oh, wait, he did hit it, and he was out. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Dude, I mean, even a couple spots that this is what I mean by special big guys. I mean, and you can say Kevin Owens is all that big. That man is 30 pounds off of 300, 270, and he can stand on the outside of the middle rope bounce up to the top rope and moonsault.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That is straight up incredible.
He kicked out of 2 AA, so I thought, all right, Owens winning the match, but
He kicked out of 2 AAs. Cena kicked out of a regular powerbomb and then a pop-up powerbomb.
yeah.
I mean, I guess like I seen, like, okay, they're going to probably call that powerbomb a finisher. That's what I was thinking when they hit the regular one. And then when they hit the pop-up powerbomb, I'm like, it's like, I was really think, like, this thought creeped in the back of my mind. If Cena kicks out of this, then Cena's winning. Like, I've never seen a match where Cena can kick out of 2 finishers and still come away with a loss clean. I mean, not even with the loss clean, the loss in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only person that ever did that to Cena, like anybody even remembers this, 2007, there was a Raw match between Shawn Michaels and John Cena that went a straight up hour. I don't know if many remember that, but an hour. And Michaels ended up winning, and he took, gave Michaels 3 AAs, and there were 3 Sweet Chin Music delivered. And on 4th Sweet Chin Music, Michaels won.
Yeah, that was he hit the AA, put himself for the and he super kicked him.
Yeah.
And that's where he had him beat at WrestleMania 23 also. Michaels fell down and sealed the injury, but this time he stayed up and pinned him. Yeah, that was a good match. That match actually, I think they went to like they went over the limit when they were supposed to because Orton and Edge was supposed to happen. But they reschedule it for a week later.
Yeah, they legit let the match like go down the way it did, and they continued to just.
That match was pretty good. It was in the K thing. Remember?
Dude,
it was a fucking awesome
It
match.
was. Oh wait,
back to Owens and Cena though.
Owens and Cena. This dude, no doubt, no matter what, this is match of the night.
Sadly.
It's match of the night, but the fucking ending result just.
Why? Why? What does Cena get from this? Yes, Owens is a big guy. Cena can brag, "Hey, I was the first guy to beat Owens." But why him? Good God! Why him all the time?
You know how vulnerable Owens is now.
It really doesn't. Nobody cares. No one's gonna care about him. Everybody thinks, "Oh well, they made it look like he's gonna get a rematch," but literally nobody is gonna care as much anymore. Nobody.
And then let's even put this into perspective too for a second. Owens may have won, and then they still saw this as, oh, you can say what you want about John Cena, you can love him, you can hate him, but he still had an incredible match tonight with Kevin Owens, and you know what, Kevin Owens is on the map now. Kevin Owens, this is a phenomenal match. Despite what happened, winner or loss, Kevin Owens, he still comes out of this match looking phenomenal. He took John Cena to the absolute limit. Who cares? The goal was to win, clean or dirty. I don't care. The goal was for Owens to win.
I actually have a younger brother who he's 12, but he knows a shit ton about wrestling. Like, and he hates it now, but he would watch like the old stuff with me. We went, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, all that. He got back in mainly because of Seth Rollins in ring and Lesnar as like the gimmick and in ring both. But around WrestleMania, around I think Night of Champions last year, that pretty much tuned him out pretty much, and he watched Rumble, didn't care for it a whole bunch. Watched Mania, didn't care about it. So I told him, you're going to like this guy, Kevin Owens, and he watched this match, and he said, it's the same old stuff. So right there, and he's a casual viewer. He really doesn't like anything out of this era, but, I mean, there's stuff that can catch his attention, like Rollins in ring and Lesnar, and he liked Ambrose, and he actually even liked Wyatt for a while, but so that's even him saying, he said, see, this is why I don't watch anymore. It's the same old stuff. And
WWE creatively destroys their talent. I mean, the benefit of Cena is you get extreme exposure. I mean, Kevin Owens is the most overkill going right now. It's sad to say, but he's more over than Seth Rollins because of what he's feuding with John Cena. So what happens when you get that exposure? It's good, and then it's bad when Cena finally beats you because that means he exposed you, he's beaten you, you're vulnerable, and no one's going to care when you have to come out and say something the next night on Raw because no matter what, you're still going to come off as a sore, bitter loser.
Yeah. And another thing with Owens and Rollins, I like him, but when he backs out of matches, he looks like a pussy. Owens does it, and he can counter you because he knows how to talk in the mic right. to
Oh
make
my
it
God,
sound like
Matt, you just ran up on the point that I was gonna make too that I really forgot about. This also destroys Owen's credibility on the microphone. Anytime
exactly.
Owens makes a promise to us, Owen said, "I promise you, our children's minds will be saved." What happened? Owens made a promise and he didn't deliver for the first time. I'm gonna destroy Sami Zayn. Did it twice. I'm gonna take Alex Riley out and make him guarantee that make him wish that he'd never set back and foot in the ring. He did that. I'm gonna beat Solomon Crow and make sure that basically we don't see him for a while. Crow's gonna be gone for a little while now.
Yeah. Or if you look what he did to Joe last week, because Joe said, "Hey, I thought you said next time I see you in the ring, you'll drop me." And Owens countered it, how to do stuff. Nobody cares. Wyatt, he had such great mic work at first, but Cena made it irrelevant, and nobody else was able to help him after that. So it's just one of the things. So let's say I'm going to go back to my little brother. If I were to say, "Hey, Owens is fighting Cena at SummerSlam. Owens is U.S. champ now, though." He's like, "I ain't going to watch Cena win." And even if he does win, he said, "Well, who cares? It's Cena won that match anyways." So, I mean, so I don't know. This is not. I don't know. What is really everybody that comes in, they always got to get fed to this guy. And you see people will say, "Oh, look at Hogan. He did it." Hogan's putting over guys like Warrior, Goldberg, Roddy Piper, even though, like, if they were to have that match in WWE, even though the match happened in WCW.
Hogan put over Lesnar.
Yeah. The Rock. He put over he's put over guys. Or you look at Austin, he's putting over Jericho and The Rock. And yeah, Austin maybe didn't do it clean, but he wasn't on top. How long was Austin on top from? Well, you could say pretty much 98 to 2002, pretty much. Not even on top in 2002.
Heyman had a promo a couple last year of the time frame. No, yeah, it was last year of the time frame that everyone was on top, and he basically said, "No one's been on top as long as you, and it's time for you to step down, Cena."
Exactly, because for Hogan, like, even when guys had popularity, like, they would put the guy over Warrior. He was getting over. Like, if you look at the crowd at WrestleMania 6, it was split, like, in half, and Hogan put him over. And or if you look at, like, or let's say, who else could we use? Or if you want to even use like Triple H, when people say, "Oh, this guy, all he did was bury people in 2003 or 2002," who did he bury that was that good other than Booker T?
Okay, dude, I'm gonna actually defend Booker T right now. Well, either the Booker T at WrestleMania 19, that was not cool.
That's what I just said. Other than Booker T, who else did he really bury? I even knew that as a kid when Booker T was cutting those promos. Like, I knew, like, Booker T's winning the match, and I was the biggest Triple H fan around that time. One of the biggest. But I'm like, all right, Triple H is my favorite, but I know that was the first time when I was a young kid. I'm like, all right, I know Booker T's gonna win the match, and he did it. And I even thought, oh, that was not a cool move to do. And I was a young kid, like 7 or 8 around.
Look,
That was only a major. But you look at Cena, and there's guys like CM Punk was overdoing him in merchandise. And Owens is actually, he's doing really well and stuff. And he's getting over, and he buried, look, I don't want, people will say, oh, we didn't really bury him just yet. But he beat him when he was at the hottest point pretty much now. And now people are going to stop caring. Like, if I had a choice to stop watching tonight or if something happened, I would not care really that much.
let me put it like this to you guys. If Matt didn't have to do this review, and let's put it like this, his reviews that he did on his channel, I'm not speaking for you, Matt, but I'm guessing they were like optional for me. Yeah, they were like an option for you. You didn't really have to do them if you didn't really want to.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now, if Matt was not a part of this channel, he wouldn't have did it.
I would have, to be honest, all right, if any of my subs are watching, I'm really sorry, but I don't want to come up here and just rant all the time and people are going to say, oh, look what you're doing this whole video. There's times you can talk and tell it how it is, but I don't want to be making every video.
And look, here's the thing. We're not even being little Kevin Owens fanboys. We're sitting here and naming legitimate points of how this guy had a career. And I'm not saying his career's over. He can get hot again. It's happened. Bray Wyatt got hot again, but then he was fed to the Undertaker. But that's not even the point I'm trying to get to right now. All I'm trying to say is you can get hot after, getting beat by Cena, but it's not easy at all.
Yeah, it's pretty rare if you can do that. So gonna say though is if my substitution, I don't want to. That I did reviewed a Raw on my because Raw has not been. Yeah, you've had your solid. In my opinion, there's not been like a 10 out of 10 show since like maybe 2006 or something for me, in my opinion. I'm sorry to say that to some there's guys that love it. I'm not gonna look it down all the way. Yeah, this is better. I don't want to be like the best pair of wrestling, which
Matt.
What?
I think you're like going in and out. You might want to plug your headphones in and like plug them back, take them out, plug them back in.
All
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. All right. But basically, here's another thing I was gonna mention too. When it comes to Triple H and NXT, and like, oh, you guys are the future. You can come up and do this now. How does that like? Yeah, I get to come up. I get to face John Cena. It's all great and fine and fun until you have to take that first loss, and then you're to the mid card until we want something for you to do. And then how serious do you look after that? I mean, you're the guy who came in and peaked, and then you're back and you're in the mid card.
I mean, Owens a chance. The dude was on top for 4 weeks on Raw, and he already has a loss against Cena. That's bad. Look how long Wyatt had a good time to build up. He had a match with Kane. He had the feud with the CM Punk, the Shield. He beat Daniel Bryan clean. Did he beat? Yeah, they beat the Shield clean. Then they fed him to Cena. Yes, it sucked, but they built him up a good way. It's like they're already giving him Owens to him now. It's like, how long has he been on the main roster? He's barely even on the main roster. He has the NXT title on the main roster. This guy is doing stuff that just hasn't done before yet. Well, I guess you can say Adrian Neville on that one Raw, but he wasn't. That was just a quick little fun match for hey, here's a little sample. This was a bit more than that. They were trying to build this up as a major feud, and look what they did. So, but back a little bit, what I was saying was how my channel was going to happen. I was actually going to take a long break, and after WrestleMania, and Gordon here messaged me, and yeah, we had a little bit of problems at the time. Not bad. I literally mean a little bit exactly. Not like so. We talked it out, and he ended up saying, "Hey." By the end of the night, he was saying, "Hey, would you ever want to try a Wrestle Talk with me thing?" I'm like, "Sure." And I told him, like, I'm probably just going to stop. He was the first person I told I might just stop doing videos for a while. And then he said, "Oh, so we're not going to try out that Wrestle Talk thing?"
Oh, my God. Don't tell me you froze and you're out now.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Matt, are you still here?
Yeah, Gordon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So what was going to happen was, and then Gordon said, "So you don't want to try out this Wrestle Talk thing?" I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So I thought it was be like a one-time only thing. And look what we've turned it into. And I enjoy making wrestling reviews on this channel because of the subscribers. And Gordon here has actually gotten me more into like other stuff like NXT, ROH, and Lucha Underground, stuff like that. And it's fun to watch. And especially NXT because it brings me back kind of how I want wrestling to be. Like, you didn't really have to worry about guys coming up to the main roster. Like, I say up before 2010, I didn't really worry too much about stuff that was going to happen. I was like, or way before that, actually. Like, I was just, you know what, watch, things might suck at the moment, but they end up clearing up. And they always did that for me. NXT does that, even though nothing really sucks at the moment for me yet. But if something happens I don't want, I trust Triple H and the guys on the roster to clean it up. But if you look on the main roster, it's like I fear for these guys to go up there because you look at guys like the Ascension.
The who? Oh, yeah, those guys.
No, but there are people who like them, though. I've seen some big Ascension fans. And look where they are on the main roster now, doing nothing. Or, not the Matadors. How did I forget this? The other team that came up from NXT. Was it?
Lucha Dragons.
Lucha Dragon. I knew I had that. Why didn't I say that?
Like, they don't really lose, but they don't really do anything relevant.
They didn't. It was not a big deal when they came up. Like, nobody really, like, they didn't make it feel too big. Yeah, they had a couple big matches, but they're almost like never. Man, these guys were on top. What happened? I'm not expecting them to be the main event all of a sudden. At least try to build them up a little bit better. Or look at, I mean, Seth Rollins. He should be really Rollins' title reign should be something actually really good because he's pulled off a cool heel character before, but it's like now it's same stuff every week from him, in my opinion.
Well, Matt, you're gonna get further into that because we do have more to go in through. We just got into a tangent, and it was a well-deserved tangent because, like, after all this, I do feel somewhat better.
Yeah.
But anyways, I hate to like shit on the PTPs for their title win. Congratulations to them and all that fun stuff. But I'm just literally sitting here during this match like this. Just
I did not watch.
I couldn't even. I couldn't sit through it. I just I sat there and watched the New Day's promo. It was a fun little promo that they had, but I just couldn't invest myself within anything watching this product at the moment because I'm just sitting here depressed, defeated. Like I'm sitting here as a defeated man. I'm depressed and I'm just I'm too hurt to do anything. I'm too hurt to watch.
I didn't even. I don't know. But there was hope left in this, though. So
there was hope left in this show, but the New Day loses the titles to the primetime players, and I'm pretty sure this will continue on. But in all honesty, I'll give my thoughts here. The New Day is one of the hottest things going, and I'm shocked that they actually made them lose.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, all around bad night for the New Day. Kofi didn't win. The New Day lost the titles. No Freebird rule on anything anymore, and the New Day is just. I guess we get character events right now because they lost the titles, and let's see how long the power of positivity goes on. So they've been clapping, so I guess now the character development comes in where they snap. And Xavier was almost snapped tonight when he almost told the fans that they suck for saying New Day sucks, and Big E had to stop him.
Yeah.
So let's just move on. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. This match can simply be described as underwhelming.
I had such high expectations for this match because of their matches in the past. Yeah, last month wasn't that great. To be fair, that was just a match. They had some good spots, but when they have, if you can turn a lumberjack match into a great match, it's like, imagine what they could do. They took it to Hell in a Cell, had a great match, the best one in a long-ass time since, I guess, Undertaker and Triple H, but that wasn't fully a Hell in a Cell match. They didn't really use it. But they made Ambrose and Rollins made everything they could look good for the limit that they had. They made it just do so well. So it's like, put these guys in a match. You're going to probably get your best match out of them. That's what I was thinking. I said, all right, watch. This will be their best match. And I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Dude, I was sitting here saying, oh, these guys can do all sorts of crazy stuff in letters. Like, if anybody looked this stupid, like, the stupidest person on YouTube, it was probably me. Oh, this can be their best match. This is the opportunity for them to create that match. And after tonight, I think that creative is going to look at them and just say, okay, you guys have great chemistry, but I just don't think it'll happen. It's a shame. Because for anybody, Matt, I don't know if you've seen these matches, but you may want to go back and watch them. They're SCW matches.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, and they're awesome. And they can't even, like, you figure – those were with no weapons at all. What can these guys do with weapons in general?
Yeah.
And they completely shit the bed tonight.
These two guys, like I was saying, it's tough to have confidence in certain guys on the main roster with how Vince kind of works them and just creative, how they just screw people over constantly, whether it's new guys or even some older guys in a way. But this just... It literally, like, this made it, my standards for their matches go down. So if they were, let's say they have what's another cool match? A hardcore match on at SummerSlam or some pay-per-view. My standards now are going to be like, okay, let's not overhype this like you did the last time. Because this is what you get. And, yeah, you can continue, Gordon.
And see, here's the thing with that, dude. Like, it's just like, oh, we come into this, and, oh, what's the cool spot this year? Superplex off a ladder this year like they did last year, through like 3 ladders and like 2 tables set up next to each other. No, let me name the couple cool spots we got in this match. We got a back body drop through a ladder, which we kind of got last year with with RVD in last year's was better with RVD and Rollins. We got that.
Rollins flipped Rollins over. He smacked the ladder. There again, smack the ladder again. It looked like it almost killed the guy.
And from there, what do we get after that? Let's look at it like this. Rollins. From there, we get a sit-down powerbomb on the ladder. But before the sit-down powerbomb, we got 2 powerbombs against the barricades. And if we wouldn't already seen those on Raw in that Elimination Chamber, I would have been pleased with that. Like, I mean, the second powerbomb was cooler than the first. And then the third powerbomb was, it took the cake. But
yeah,
other than that, I mean, the story that they were given, I mean, like, I guess you could basically, I don't want to, like, sit here and say, I mean, the performers are the ones that put the match together. They're the ones that make the art. But then when an artist is restricted from doing what they want to do and doing what they feel is best, I mean, because I guess in FCW, these guys were just told, go out there and steal the show. And let's remember, like, they're still match agents at FCW or WWE. They're still match agents. And I guess the match agent said, the story of this match will be you cripple Ambrose and he's left on one leg. Now, from a psychology standpoint, how good can a match be when one man is really crippled and only has one leg?
Yeah.
I mean, whoever gave the idea for this to be Ambrose's working handicapped, it wasn't a good idea for this kind of match. If you did this last month, cool, I'm invested in that. But this month where you basically have no limits, no restrictions, and it's supposed to be that kind of match, whoever was the agent for this match, you did a horrible job.
Terrible.
I mean, I can't. That match, like, I was already depressed, and then at the end of that show, I was more depressed. And then, JoJo comes out at the very end in an interview, said that he basically says he's the best that this business has to offer, and Dean Ambrose just sitting there in the ring like, what do I do now?
Like, this looks like it's their last match. Like, he had the face of the feet. He pretty much had the same face I had throughout the entire show. So, or another thing is, what was I going to say? But we did predict, if we said in the video, remember, I don't know if, I think it was, but we were saying, watch. They're both going to grab the title at the end.
What do you call it? Didn't I say some sort of NFL finish where the title would drop off the hook and then they both fight for it, and then Rollins will somehow maintain position and the Authority comes out and defines it a finish?
Yeah, so pretty much right there.
I mean, I basically said it, and then I predicted it also on, Tweet Talk tonight on Facebook. And I said with an NFL caliber fumble finish, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that if the other 35 minutes of the match that we just got was not a waste of my time.
This didn't even feel like a ladder match until like toward the end. There was no ladders around the ring, really, except for the ones way up at the ring in the middle. Usually they should be lined up inside the ring or like put down, but they weren't. Like, they were wrestling for the first like while, and it just felt, yeah, we got this last month. This is a ladder match. Where are the ladders? And there were no cool spots. They weren't like going like climbing up at the same time. They were pretty much like Rollins would climb up and then Ambrose would grab him by the leg or the side. So just those like just little cluster moments, and that's what this match was.
Dude, I honestly feel as if agents were being too safe on guys, and neither ladder match we got anything. Like, someone came to the building tonight with just this, okay, we don't need guys getting injured. Like, it's coming up with SummerSlam. Like, we can't afford injuries.
Yeah.
You take risk to make a good show. I mean, you have to have plan B, C, and D. You never know. Any day at any time at any live event, someone can get injured.
Yeah.
And that's what you just have to expect.
No matter what the match is. I mean, Psycho Sid jumped off a turnbuckle and literally his foot fell off pretty much, if you see that clip.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I mean, Rusev got back body dropped a couple weeks ago and broke his ankle practically.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at any time. So, Matt, what were you going to say?
This show was just great. If you look at it this way, when people were saying, oh, this is a 3-match card, I mean, the one match was good out of the 3, and then one of the mid-card matches were pretty much one of the best, which was the Divas match. It was a fun match, pretty much. That was all.
Exactly, dude. So, I don't think there's any more we would like to say about this. I mean, I guess we got everything out of the way. So,
show sucked.
It did.
I'll give it a D.
Huh?
I said if I had to pick a letter grade, it would be a D.
I don't even know, dude. I don't even really care. So I want to thank everybody who just sat here and watched me and Matt go on a tangent. And I mean, like, this review was just us going off into storytelling and other things. I mean, like, that's what it really had to come to, because you had to compare things in situations, and that's what this kind of turned into.
Yeah, I didn't want to go kissing for a couple days and talk about it. This just, yeah.
And the sad thing is, the fallout from Raw tomorrow, there's not going to be really much, because they have 5 weeks to get ready for Battleground, and realistically, they're going to use about 4 of them to get that across.
Maybe even 3.
Possibly. So, I really want to thank you guys for watching this review, and leave your comments down in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, gmaster90twf. Subscribe, like, as I said before, comment. Matt, shout your stuff, bud.
Sub to me at Matt Jerry Show. I might be making vids until later this week, but yeah, if you want to check out my channel, Matt Jerry Show, and then follow me on Twitter at MattWCW. Yeah.
All right, so I just want to thank you guys for sitting through this, and I wanted to say just this show, it didn't deliver. It really didn't. Like, who knew something so looked forward to is just going to turn into a piece of crap? So I just wanted to put that out there, but thank you guys for watching, and see ya, I guess.